Friends, the story begins by showing a space company named Genesis, which sends its 6 astronauts to Mars so that they can build a colony for humans on Mars. After this, these 6 astronauts leave for the journey to Mars, and they spend about 2 months on this journey, where one day a girl named Sarah, who is their team leader, comes to know that she is pregnant. And she also tells this to her senior Nathan Shepard present on Earth, hearing which everyone gets upset, but their journey to Mars does not stop, and they reach Mars after some time. By then the time of Sarah's delivery also comes, and she gives birth to a son, but due to low gravity, her health suddenly deteriorates, and then Sarah dies. After this, Shepard sees the medical report of Sarah's child and tells all the seniors that the gravity of Mars is very different from the Earth, due to which the heart and bones of that child are very different. If that child has to be kept alive, then he will have to be allowed to stay on Mars because he will not be able to survive in Earth's gravity, and Shepard forbids anyone from telling about this child. Time passes like this, and that child named Gardner now becomes 16 years old. Gardner had seen only 14 people in his entire life, and he is also very intelligent, but he neither knows much about his mother nor about his father, and lives in a research camp on Mars with the astronauts, where he sees a locker in his mother's name. And when Gardner hacks and opens that locker, he finds a pen drive and a ring in it. He wears that ring, and when he checks the pen drive, he finds a video in it, where he sees his mother enjoying a lot with a man for the first time. He feels that maybe this is his father. After this, he takes a screenshot of their video and takes out a photo of them and keeps it with himself. Next, we see Gardner chatting with a girl on Earth whose name is Tulsa. Tulsa tells Gardner that I want to live my life according to my wish, and also want to visit many places. Gardner replies to her that I wish I could say the same. Hearing this, Tulsa asks him who stops you. On this, he tells her that my disease is osteogenesis imperfecta. That is, his bones are very weak, due to which he cannot go out of the house. He also tells Tulsa that he does not live in any house but in a penthouse which is on Park Avenue. But Tulsa does not believe him. After this, we see Gardner driving a vehicle at a very high speed on Mars, due to which he falls and his oxygen pipe comes out. Gardner is about to die due to lack of oxygen when Kendra comes here, who considered Gardner as her son. She quickly handles him, and while explaining to him, says that do not make such a mistake again because I love you very much and do not want to lose you. Hearing this, Gardner also becomes a little emotional, and so in the same moment, Kendra's eyes fall on the photo lying on the desk, seeing which she understands that Gardner wants to know about his past. So she calls her senior Shepard and tells him that now I need permission to take Gardner to Earth. But Shepard refuses and tells Kendra that this is not possible. So Gardner will have to undergo surgery, only then he will be able to live on Earth. Hearing this, Kendra somehow convinces him, and then Gardner's surgery is done, after which his physical fitness is also maintained, and about 2 months pass in all this. One night, Gardner video calls Tulsa and tells her that he is coming to meet her soon, after which Gardner starts his journey to Earth, where Kendra was also with him. As soon as he lands on Earth, many types of treatments are done on him, so that it can be found out whether he can live here or not. And Gardner fails in this, that is, he is not fit to live here, so preparations begin to send him to Mars again. When Gardner comes to know that all this is to take him to Mars again, when Gardner is being sent to the hospital, he quietly runs away from here, and today for the first time he was walking under the open sky without an oxygen mask. He is very happy to see this. Meanwhile, it starts raining and Gardner enjoys the rain for the first time. We see Kendra very upset because of Gardner. Then she remembers that Gardner talks to a girl named Tulsa, so she leaves to find Gardner with Shepard. On the other hand, Gardner reaches Tulsa's college to meet her, where he sees Tulsa and calls out her name. At first, she does not recognize him, but when Gardner tells her his name, she slaps him hard and asks him, "Where were you missing for 7 months?" After this, both of them hug each other, and Gardner comes to Tulsa's classroom with her, where he keeps looking at her. Meanwhile, the teacher asks all the students who invented the bulb and the telephone. Tulsa takes Edison's name. Then Gardner says that Edison created the current, and Nikola Tesla created alternating current. Hearing that, all the students start clapping for him, and Gardner becomes very happy. When the class is over, Tulsa asks him where he has come from. On this, Gardner takes the name of Mars. Hearing this, Tulsa starts laughing and does not believe him. After which, Gardner tells her that when I was born, my mother died, and now I have come here to find my dad. He also tells Tulsa that he is new here and does not know anyone here. Then he shows her his dad's photo, after which Tulsa also agrees to help him, and both of them leave to find Gardner's dad. But before finding him, both of them come to Tulsa's house from where Tulsa takes some money. Meanwhile, both Kendra and Shepard come here. Kendra asks Gardner to go back because his health could deteriorate, but he does not listen to a single word of her and tells Kendra that I am going to find my dad. Saying that, he runs away from here and Kendra goes after him to catch him. Meanwhile, Shepard also chases Gardner in a car, but then Tulsa comes here with a helicopter and takes Gardner with her. But Tulsa did not know how to fly it properly. In the meantime, the fuel of the helicopter also ends, due to which it starts to waver and is about to hit the warehouse in front. Before that, both of them jump out of it, after which their helicopter collides with that warehouse, and a huge blast occurs. After seeing this blast, both Kendra and Shepard get very scared. They think that Gardner has been killed in this blast, but when they come here and check, they come to know that he had already jumped from the helicopter and has now run away from here. Here, Gardner and Tulsa rent a car and decide their further journey. On the way, Gardner sees a horse, seeing which he gets very scared. When Tulsa notices these things about Gardner, she finds it very strange. Yet she still does not believe that Gardner has come from Mars. Gardner has a photo of his father, but he does not have his address. Gardner had a ring of his mother, which he shows to Tulsa. Then when Tulsa searches about that ring on Google, Kendra gets a call from a doctor who tells her that Gardner's blood report is not good and his heart cannot tolerate this atmosphere, so he has to be sent back to Mars as soon as possible. And if this does not happen, Gardner may die. Hearing this, Kendra gets very upset and immediately leaves with Shepard to find Gardner. Here we see Tulsa and Gardner very happy together. Both of them go to a market and buy some clothes and tent material, and then reach the person who had designed Gardner's mother's ring. That person gives them a bill in which an address was written. After this, Tulsa and Gardner decide to go to that address, but on the way, they get lost. Gardner's health deteriorates and his nose starts bleeding, due to which he faints. Seeing this, Tulsa quickly takes him to a hospital, where the doctor is surprised while checking Gardner because his heart was much bigger than that of a normal person and his bones were also different. Now Tulsa also understands that whatever Gardner had told her was true. Gardner regains consciousness and he asks Tulsa to leave from here, after which both of them run away from here quietly and reach the address which was given to them by this person. After this, Gardner finds the same man sitting inside the house who was in the photo with Gardner. Gardner is very happy to see this because he feels that this is his dad and quickly shows him that photo and tells him that Sarah was my mom and she died while giving birth to me. On this, that person tells Gardner that Sarah's death was an accidental death. Hearing this, Gardner refuses and says that no, this is not true, and I am your father. I am your son. That person angrily starts calling the police. Then Tulsa stops him and tells him that he does not know anyone on this planet. He has come so far just to meet you. On this, the person tells her that Sarah was my sister. Hearing this, Tulsa is shocked, and when she looks back, Gardner is not there. She quickly goes to the beach and tells Gardner that this is not your dad, but uncle. On hearing this, Gardner tells Tulsa that I can feel my mom, because this is the same place where my mom was in the video, and now I want to die here. Saying this, he goes inside the sea, but then Shepard and Kendra both come here and save him. Shepard cries a lot seeing his condition. After this, Gardner asks Shepard, "How was my mother?" On this, he tells him that she was very fair and kind. On hearing this, Gardner understands and tells Shepard that you are my dad, right? On this, he answers yes. Meanwhile, the ambulance also arrives here. After which, Gardner is taken to the airport in an ambulance where a special plane was present. Then they put Gardner in that plane and start flying it so that he can go away from gravity. Because the more he goes away from gravity, the sooner he will recover. But Gardner's condition is still not good. Seeing this, Shepard gets very upset, so he takes the control of the plane from the pilot and takes his plane upwards at full speed. When the plane is out of gravity, everyone starts floating in the air. After which, Gardner's health also becomes completely fine. After some time, they come back to Earth and start preparing to send Gardner to Mars. Although Tulsa is very sad about his departure, but she does not stop Gardner from going. And then Gardner reaches Mars, after reaching where Tulsa and Gardner start talking like before, and this movie ends with that. So friends, how did you like this movie? Definitely tell.